What's up everybody, this is Teacher Ivan from NextGen Academy. Our goal in this channel is to help you achieve your highest potential and to help you understand subjects in the easiest and the most efficient way. If you'd like to get more tips and tricks on how to achieve A star in your IGCSE, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. Lastly, if you need any help in your studies, you can always head on to our website, link in the below, or our Instagram, drop us a DM and we'll be able to help you. Enjoy this video and I wish you all the best.
All right, okay, we're going to go to the second part of this May-June 2024 paper. We're going to start with question 6 for this part 2. Okay, the diagram shows the position of two lighthouses A and B, a boat C and a harbor H. C is due east of B. Okay, when you all see the word due east, north, south, east, west, that means it's 90 degrees. So here is 90 degrees. Okay, so even though it might not look like it. So find the bearing of the harbor from boat C. Okay, where is harbor? Harbor from boat C. Here. Okay, so what would be the calculation for this over here? You can draw this out. Okay, this is also 90 degrees. They want us to find this part here. Yeah, okay, so we can just take, because this is 90 degrees, right? So this whole part is 270 degrees. So we can take 270 minus 25. We should get 245 degrees. Is the bearing. Second one, B1. Show that angle CBH is equals to 100 degrees. Okay, how to show it's equals to 100 degrees? Very simple. This, and this add up will be equals to 180. So 180 minus 55 minus 25, which is equals to 100. Next one, show that BH equals to 13.7 correct to 1 dp. So this is 100. BH, this is BH. What do we have? We have here, okay, I can use this one. We are going to use sine rule. Okay, sine rule works like this. If I got here and here, I can draw the opposite side. So let's write down an equation of based on the sine rule. BH over sine 25 degrees is equals to 32 over sine 100. Okay, remember when they ask you to write down, show that, you write down the original value first. So 32 over sine 100, you multiply by sine 25. 32 divided sine 100. Okay, you multiply sine 25. BH is equals to 13.732, which is equals to 13.7. Okay, next one. Calculate the bearing of A from B. Okay, don't read it as A to B, it's A from B. So that means this will be your starting point. I want to find this whole thing here. Okay, I need to find the angle over here. How do I find this angle? Angle ABH. Okay, I'll write I'll do the working here. Oops. Okay, connect. A, B, H. 11, 14, 13.7. Okay, when I have 3 sides given to me and I want to find what is the angle here, what formula do I use? I can use cos rule. Okay, given 3 sides to find one angle. You cannot use SOHCAHTOA. Okay, no, cannot use SOHCAHTOA. Okay, which one will be A? We'll put into the formula A square equals to B square plus C square minus 2BC cos A. And I want you all to do this also. Always bracket this part here. Okay, this will be your A value. Okay, so here, 14 square equals to 11 square plus 13.7 square minus 2 times 11 times 13.7 cos theta. Okay, let's put this as theta. Or you want to put it as cos A also can. Close this bracket. Okay, I want you all to type this inside one by one. 196, 11 square plus 13.7 square. Okay, this one you all write as 308.69 first. And this one I want you all to keep on putting as a bracket because often I see students do, you will take the 308.7, then you minus the value here. Okay, you cannot minus this value. You have to bring this value, the 308.69, to the left-hand side first. Okay, cannot minus this part here. Very, very important. Cannot minus. So take 196 minus 308.69. You get minus 112.69 minus 301.4 cos theta. And now only you can divide it. Cos theta 0.3738 shift cos. Okay, your theta, you inverse the cos, you get 68 degrees. Okay, so your bearing, the final one, because you need to add it up. Just now, the previous diagram they gave you is this. You have 90, you have 100. Now you add this up. This one was 68. Okay, all add up together. 90 plus 100 plus 68, which is equals to 258. Okay, question D. At 1 p.m., boat C sails 32 km directly to the harbor at a speed of 10 knots. Calculate the time when boat C arrives at the harbor. Give this time correct to the nearest minute. Okay, so 10 knots. Okay, what did they say here? 10 knots will be what? They say 1 knot is 1.852 kilometers per hour. So 10 knots, we just multiply by 10, which is 18.52 kilometers per hour. Okay, what are they asking us here? Kilometers per hour. We can just use a ratio here. They say at 1 p.m., boat C sails 32 km directly to the harbor at a speed of 10 knots. Okay, this is per hour, right? You all see the units here? We want right now, we change it to hour, like that, 18.52 km per 1 hour. But I want to change it to minutes. Okay, I want to find how many minutes is this. Equals to 32 km over minutes. Okay, let's call this M lah. Okay, minutes. How many minutes is this? We can just use a ratio here. M will be equals to 32 times 60 divided 18.52. 32 times 60 over 18.52, which will get 103.67. Okay, or 104 minutes. Okay, so over here, 104 minutes, you can calculate in hours also can. So 104 minutes, what will be the time for this? This will be 1 hour and 44 minutes. Okay, so how do we add it up? They say 1 p.m., right? So 1 p.m., you plus 1 hour, 44 minutes. You take 14.44, okay, which is equals to 2:44 p.m. You want to answer in 14:44 also can. All right, let's look at this last question. Calculate the distance of boat C to the harbor when boat C is at the shortest distance from lighthouse B. Okay, we're going to split into two sentences over here. Distance of boat C to the harbor when boat C is at the shortest distance from lighthouse B. Okay, keywords that I want you all to focus on. Shortest distance. Normally when we see the word shortest distance, we need to find what is the perpendicular distance because this will give you the shortest distance. All right, so boat C to lighthouse B first. Let's do this. Okay, let's do this second part here first. Where exactly boat C and lighthouse B shortest distance? Okay, this will be the perpendicular distance. So I'm going to draw this line over here. Okay, this is a perpendicular line. It's an 90 degrees. Okay, then we look back into the statement here. They say distance of boat C to the harbor. So that means when boat C is over here to the harbor. So the distance that we want to find is this part here. All right, and I'm going to use this right angle triangle because we can use SOHCAHTOA. Okay, the clue normally for perpendicular distance, you need to use a right angle triangle, then you need to use SOHCAHTOA. Okay, I'm going to draw this out first. Let's see if we have enough information. I have this angle, I have this length, and I have this that I want to find. Okay, let's draw it out. The triangle. Okay, triangle looks something like this. This is a right angle triangle. Okay, like this. Then B, H. Okay, here is 13.7 and we have 55 degrees. This is X. All right, so how to find X? Using SOHCAHTOA. This is adjacent. This one is hypotenuse. So, K, okay, cos theta. So, K, cos 55 degrees is equals to X over 13.7. So, for X, 13.7 cos 55 degrees equals to X. We calculate this, and our final answer we will get is 7.88 km. And this is how you do the last question. Right? The structure of the question a little bit confusing, right? Okay, all good. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, question 7. The diagram shows a box in the shape of a cuboid. The box is open at the top. Work out the surface area of the inside of the open box. Okay, there's another keyword here. This box is open. So there's nothing on top here. So that means you only got this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 surface. Okay, your front, back, left, right, and down only. Up there, don't have. So the calculation for this would be 70 times, okay, we do the bottom part first. 70 times 30. Okay, this is the bottom one. Plus, okay, the rest all got 2. Okay, the side 40 times 30. Then one more, the front and the back, which is 70 times 40. Okay, 70 times 40. This is the bottom. This is the front. Okay, sorry, this will be the side. Then front and back. Add it all up together. If you want to break it down, also can, but not necessary. Okay, so 70 times 30, 2,100 plus 2. 40 times 30 plus 70 times 40, 4,000. You get 10100. Okay, 10100. Okay, question 2. Cylinders with height 20 cm and diameter 15 cm are placed in the box. Work out the maximum number of these cylinders that can completely fit inside the box. Okay, how are we going to place this cylinder? Okay, cylinder looks like this. We've got height 20, diameter 15. Okay, think about how to fit these boxes in these cylinders inside here. Okay, look over here. 40, this one 20, right? So to maximize it, I will put it up like that. Okay, then here we put 15, 15, 15. We see we can fit how many? Okay, then we need to consider here is diameter 15. So we can put front and back actually 2 only. Okay, got it? So align it like this. So imagine you got the cylinders 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. How I will calculate it? The length, okay, this part, we can take 70 divided by 15. So you see how many can you fit horizontally like this? You get 4.67. Okay, you can just take divide by volume. Also can. Okay, then here you see whether it fits or not. But this one you have to be careful because sometimes the question is not like you can fit. You're not melting the thing inside. So you have to see how to align it also. Okay, so here you will get you can only fit 4 at max. Your height, how many can you fit? 40 divided by 20. So you got 2 of it. Your width, 30 divided by 50. So 2. So total, you can take 4 times 2 times 2, which is equals to 60. You use volume, do you get 16 also? No, right? Okay, then cannot. That one you can only use for the melted one. Okay, next one. Question B. A solid bronze cone has a mass of 750 grams. The ratio radius of cone to height of cone is equals to 1 to 3. Show that the radius of the cone is 2.99 cm, correct to 3 significant figures. Okay, what they give you some more? They say density is equals to mass divided by volume. The volume V of a cone with radius R and height H is V equals to 1 over 3 pi R square height. Okay, let's write down the information that's given to us first. Number one, they say density is mass over volume. Okay, we can rearrange the formula to write it as volume equals to mass over density. Let's find the volume of this cone first. Mass is 750 gram over the density of 8.9 gram per cm cube. So my unit, what is the unit that you will get? You all need to observe the unit here, gram and gram per cm cube. So your final unit will be cm cube for your volume. So 750 divided by 8.9, you get 84. Okay, or you can, I think because it's an irrational number, you can leave it as 7,500 over 89. Okay, I think this will be a better value, cm cube. Then what is the volume? Volume is equals to 1 over 3 pi r square height. Okay, I want to put 1 over 3 pi r square height. Okay, 1 over 3 pi r square height, they want us to find what is the radius. But h, I don't know what is it. In the question, they gave us h is radius of cone to height is equals to 1 over 3. So what is the h? H is equals to 3r. Okay, you just rearrange the formula. H equals to 3r. So 1 over 3 pi r square height is equals to this 7,500 over 89. Okay, I'll replace the h with 3r. And then over here, 1 over 3 pi r square height. Okay, over here, cancel. We'll get pi r cube. Okay, pi r cube is equals to 7,500 over 89. R is equals to cube root 7,500 over 89 pi. Okay, let's do this. Okay, the final answer, you get over here 2.9934. Where you round it up, you get 2.99. Okay, the next one, question 2. Calculate the total surface area of the cone. The curved surface area A of a cone with radius R and slant height L is A, equals to pi r L. Okay, how do we do this? So we need to understand how cone looks like first. Okay, draw a cone. Cone, we have this top part, which is pi r L. Then the bottom part is pi r squared. So surface area, the formula is pi r L plus pi r squared. First thing, do we have our L? Okay, in the previous question, we already got R, right? So R is over here. This one, R is equals to 2.99. Okay, I want to find what is my L. Here I got height. So you look in the previous question also. Did we find height? Actually, we didn't find height, but they give us an expression, which is height equals to 3r. So we are going to use a right angle triangle to solve for this L first. We got 3r, we got 2.99. Then I want to find this L here. Okay, this is L. Use Pythagoras theorem. So L square is equals to 3r square plus 2.99 square. Okay, or r square. Okay, actually we just leave it in r first. Sorry, later, I think later only we open it up. R square. Easier this way. Okay, so here you get 9r square plus r square and r square. Okay, so you want to square root this. You'll get sub 10r. Okay, or r sub 10. Now I want to fit into the formula. SA equals to pi rl plus pi r squared. Pi r sub 10r plus pi r squared. You get sub 10 pi r squared plus pi r squared. Okay, can you add this up together? Actually, you can do this as sub 10 plus 1 pi r squared. R is 2.99. Okay, or you can just open, you can just add all of these up if you don't want to factorize like that. So calculate this, sub 10 plus 1 times pi times 2.99 squared. Okay, your final answer, you should get 116.9. Okay, there's a range of answers that they accept over here. Okay, they say from 116.9 to 117. 117.7 too big already. Too big. So check your calculation. Okay, good. Question 7. Very good. Tough, the question. Okay, not so straightforward. Okay, we'll stop here first because of time, and I'll continue in a bit.
All right. Okay, we're going to continue on a few more questions. This is your paper 058041MJ 2024. Okay, question 8. On the axis, sketch the graph of y equals to x squared plus 7x minus 18. On your sketch, write the values where the graph meets the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, for this type of question, whenever we do graph, I know for my MS student, you heard me say this a lot of time already. For graph type of question, I want you all to remember this acronym. Yeah, okay, Catherine, very good. I want you all to remember this acronym if for the new ones here. SIM, okay? Write down this. For any sort of sketching of graph type of question, always ask yourself about S, I, and M. Okay, I call it the SIM method. Okay, what is the SIM method? There are 3 things that we normally need to define. Number 1, I want you to define what is the shape of the graph first. Number 2, you are going to find where are your intercepts. Intercept means you have your x-intercept and y-intercept. Then for M is either your maximum point or your minimum point. Okay, this one depends on the shape of the graph. Okay, max or min. All right, let's do this. We look at this equation first. Y equals to x squared plus 7x minus 18. Okay, what graph is this? Okay, what type of graph is this first? Okay, this is a quadratic equation because of the general equation ax squared plus bx plus c. So when we see a quadratic, okay, we can say here quadratic, it will either be a happy face or a sad face graph. How do I know whether happy face or sad face graph? It all depends on the value of the x squared. Okay, if your x squared value is positive, so if someone is always positive, feeling positive, then you smile. If someone is feeling negative, then you'll be sad. In this case, it is positive x squared. Okay, your ax squared is more than 0. So you get a happy face graph. Okay, so when you get a happy face graph, you also need to know that the turning point, which is the M, this is called a minimum point. So it's either you get a maximum or minimum for a quadratic. Okay, all right, the next two things that you need to find. Okay, let's find intercept. Intercept got two. Intercept, there is x-intercept and y-intercept. X-intercept, it is when your y is equal to 0. You need to go and calculate this up because they ask you to actually write down over here. Okay, in terms of the working, and this is a 4-mark question. Let me just see the official mark scheme, whether they give marks for the working, because it seems like over here, okay, you, in a way, you don't have to, I don't think you have to show the entire working, but best that you're just write down everything that you all know. Don't skip any of the working also. Okay. Okay. Do I need to write what? Do I need to plot it on the graph? Yes. Yes. You have to plot it on the graph to get the full marks. Okay. So just write down all your working. Okay. Let me just see. Oh, okay. Just based on the mark scheme, the working actually when you show the factorizing, you get 1 mark for it. So best, if unsure, always show all your working lah. So even though they ask you to sketch only, they are giving you marks for the working. Okay, let's do this x-intercept y equals to 0 first. So here you will get x squared plus 7x minus 18 equals to 0. Okay, this one you all can just use calculator. Okay, you're not use calculator, but to show your working, to do the factorizing. So x plus 9, x minus 2 equals to 0. Therefore, x is equals to 9, x equals to 2. Okay, you'll find some space to write all these. Okay, the next one, I'm going to find my y-intercept. Okay, y-intercept, actually, you just need to take the c value here. But you can show your working also. So y-intercept, it is when your x is equals to 0. So y is equals to 0 squared plus 7 times 0 minus 18, y equals to negative 18. Okay, so these are the important points that you have to plot out on the graph. Negative 9, x equals to 2, and y equals to negative 18. Okay, the last one that you need to do is your maximum point or your minimum point. Okay, in this question, it is a minimum point. Right here, minimum point. Okay, this is where you all need to take note. They actually never ask you to find the minimum point over here first. But I want you all to just take out your calculator. Okay, everyone just take out your calculator. Teacher teach you all how to use leverage on your calculator to do the full marks for this one. All of you here know how to plot out. Okay, go into your calculator. Is it okay if you draw the table and find the x and y points? Show me your table. Show me your table. You still have to do some sort of working out. Yeah, to get the, so they write here. Yeah lah, to be safe. Okay, I'm just reading here. They say for roots and negative 9 and 2. So 2 marks are for the showing the x values. First mark is when you show this factorized one here. Then another mark is you get this one. Okay, then this one here. So just to be safe, you write down the working. Okay, can you all just go to your calculator, go to the equation /func, then go to polynomial, select degree 2, write down the equation first. So 1, 7 minus 18. Okay, everyone know what am I doing here? Basically typing out your equation in the calculator. So if you look into your calculator, what they will show you is x1 equals to 2, x2 equals to negative 9. See, you got these two values ready. Okay, then you all look over here. What will they give you? They say the minimum of y equals to ax squared plus bx plus c. Do you see that? Okay, everyone know what am I referring to? Okay, you change it to, okay, you by default, they'll give you x equals to negative 7 over 2, or you can change it to negative 3.5. Then y equals to negative 121 over 4, or you can change it to negative 30.25. Okay, this one, right, you'll just write it somewhere at the side first. Okay, because for the question B and question B1 and B2, you will need to use this value. But to draw it accurately also, okay, I'm going to show you what are the common mistakes. You just need this part. This part for the full marks. So now I want you all to plot out these 3 points here first. We've got negative 9 2 and then negative 18 on the y-intercept. Try your best to draw to scale. Okay, so here 2, here maybe 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, maybe here around here is negative 9. Okay, I try my best to do this. Okay, one thing, so we know that negative 18 probably is, okay, don't need to draw the x and y the same scale. I just put it maybe around here, okay, negative 18. All right, one common mistake, right, I always see students do is, you see got these 3 points here. Students will try to draw it like that. You all will put the y-intercept, the minimum point at the y-intercept. Okay, is this true or not? Is this fact true or not? No, right? Okay, you don't have to force it over there, because in fact, just now when you found is this one. But let's just say you didn't find this negative 3.5, negative 30.25. How do I know where is the minimum point or the maximum point? Okay, you need to remember this. For a quadratic, it is normally in between the two roots. So where is the middle of negative 9 and 2? You just type in your calculator, negative 9 plus 2 divided by 2. Okay, negative 9 plus 2 divided by 2. You get negative, how much? 3.5. Okay, is it 3.5? 3.5, right? Okay, so yeah, this is what you need to go and find. Okay, got it? Okay, now, sorry, this actually the first and the second question a little bit different. So I want your, this part here is not necessary, okay, the minimum point here, but you all just find it from your calculator to just double check it. Okay, so I want you all to draw this out. Okay, draw. Like that. Okay, don't, turning point, this one is here, negative 3.5, negative 30.25. If you want to draw it, that one accurately also can, but they are not asking you to plot. Okay, this is your 4 marks over here. Any question? Any question here? Okay, but I think what they will give you full marks. Actually, the working, okay, if I see the proper full marks, this 1 mark, 2 marks, 3 marks, then shape is 4 marks. So even if you get all of this correctly, right, then all of this working is okay already. That's if you get maybe some of this wrong. It means, like, let's say maybe you type you go and write 9 and negative 2. Then this one maybe you're working the factorizing at least still got some marks. Okay, so that's why I always say try your best to write down whatever that you have. Workings all got marks also. All right, 4 marks. Here on how to draw graph. Okay, so what type of graph that you all need to know? Straight line graph, quadratic, cubic also you all need to know. Okay, you all know how to draw cubic? We'll come across some of it later on. Okay, let's go to question B1. Find the derivative of y equals to x squared minus 3x minus 28. What is derivative? What is the meaning of derivative? dy over dx. Okay, please know the language here. So I want you all to differentiate this. dy over dx, there are 2 steps, which is you multiply power, then you power minus 1. Okay, remember these 2 steps. Multiply power minus 1. Yeah, very high chance differentiation will come up for your exam, because I've observed for your this current syllabus always come up. Okay, the next one. Find the coordinates of the turning point of y equals to x squared minus 3x minus 28. Okay, whenever they say the word turning point or stationary point, this is your turning point or stationary point, which is your maximum point or minimum point. Okay, for this question, this is a happy face graph. So your turning point is a minimum point. Okay, what do we know about the turning point is that the dy over dx value is equals to 0. We already found the dy over dx from the previous one. So I want to let dy over dx equals to 0. Let's solve for this. 2x minus 3 equals to 0. x equals to 3 over 2, okay, or 1.5. Normally for coordinates, I'll put it in terms of decimal place, okay, if it's not an irrational number or recurring decimal type of question. Okay, then after that, you need to find your y value also. So you substitute in your y into, substitute your x into the y here. So here will be 1.5 square minus 3 times 1.5 minus 28. Go and calculate this, you get negative 30.25. Okay, do you know how to double check this, whether correct? Use your calculator again. Maximum point, minimum point. Please know that you can use your calculator to just double check it. So you just type in the equation 1 minus 3 minus 28. Okay, so you see your calculator will give you minimum x is 3 over 2, then negative 121 over 4, which is negative 30.25. So use your calculator, double check the value. Okay, now you're finished. You still got one more question. Okay, question C. The line y equals to 5 minus 2x intersects the graph of y equals to x squared minus 3x minus 28 at P and Q. Find the coordinates of P and Q. So intersect, the keyword here is intersect. You got two different equations. One is a linear. Okay, this is called a linear equation. Then over here, this is a quadratic equation. Okay, or we call it non-linear. When you see a linear and non-linear, normally what you need to do is you need to do a substitution. Okay, so you substitute one to each other. Okay, so you just do sub 2 into 1 or 1 into 2. So x squared minus 3x minus 28 equals to 5 minus 2x. Shift everything to the left-hand side. You get x squared minus x minus 33 equals to 0. Okay, quadratic, you're the lucky batch. Use your calculator, take out a calculator, find for the answer first. 1 minus 3 minus 28. Hey, sorry, 1 minus 1 minus 33. I was looking at the above one. Okay, so you see the answer in your calculator. It gives you 1 plus cert 133 over 2 and minus 133 over 2, right? Okay, go ahead and change it to the decimal place because they say they want you to change it to decimal place. So you write the x value here, 6.27. Then the other one is negative 5.27. Okay, so you can find the x value over here. Then later on, you just need to substitute. Okay, you just write all of these answers somewhere at the side, maybe in the rough paper, but don't go and straight write inside here. Because in exam, you will panic. Okay, you will panic and then you will sometimes make careless mistake. So for me, I also always write down the answer somewhere at the side first. I know if calculator guarantee me is 100% correct, right? Okay, unless I key in wrongly. So now, if I got a cert type of answer, the solution, it means this will give me an irrational solution. Therefore, I have to use quadratic formula. Okay, so A is equals to 1, B equals to negative 1, C equals to negative 33. Okay, substitute into your quadratic formula, which is negative b plus minus square root b square minus 4ac over 2a. You have to memorize it. So negative 1 plus minus negative 1 square minus 4ac over 2a. 1 plus minus square root 133 over 2. Okay, don't skip the step, just write down all of this. So you've got two values, x equals to 1 plus square root 133 over 2, x equals to 1 minus 133 over 2. You get this one, the plus one, you'll get 6.27. Then, oops, the minus one, you get negative 5.27. If they say correct to 2 dp, okay, correct to 2 dp, then the y value, I substitute into equation 1. Okay, sub x into 1. So 5 minus 2 times 6.27. 5 minus 2 times negative 5.27. Okay, can? Sorry. Get the value in. Okay, so 5 minus, you type in here 5 minus 2 times 6.27, you get 7.54. Okay, you'll get 7.54, negative 7.54. Okay, then here 5 minus 2 times negative 5.27, you get 15.54. If you get 15.53, also can, depending which x value that you'll get, which x value that you'll use previously. So some of you all might use the more accurate value, which is the maybe negative 5.267, okay, the one before rounded up one. You might get a slightly different variation, but the acceptable answer is this one 6.27, then negative 7.53 or negative 7.54. Then here, negative 5.27, then 15.53 or 54. Okay, then you need to put all of these value into a point, which is x and y together. So which is 6.27, negative 7.54, negative 5.27, 15.54. Okay, if you all can do 8, then you all just type 8 in the chat. Okay, all good, all good. 8. Okay, no question, huh? Okay, anything to clarify? So in short, I want you all to always use calculator, that is all. If you can, because you all are the luckiest batch already. Okay, number 9, last one. Number 9, I think not too hard, but functions, I often see also at least one question. So you all just need to know 3 things for function. You know how to do, like, let's say, you substitute it in. Number 2 is how to find your girlfriend, okay? Composite function. Number 3 is how to do inverse function. 3 things only. Okay, they give you F, G, and H here. Let's find F3. F3 means 4 times 3 plus 1, 13. Next one, GF3. So this is a composite function. You already found F3 from the first one. So G, 13. 6 minus 2 times 13. 6 minus 2 times 13. You get negative 20. G inverse X. Okay, for me, I like to do this step. Let Y equals to G inverse X. Gy equals to X. So 6 minus 2y equals to X minus 2y. If you want to make y, okay, 6 minus 2y equals to X minus y. Oops. Y equals, 6. What am I doing? X minus 6. X minus 6 over negative 2y, where G inverse X. Okay, instead of writing the negative 2y at the bottom, I will times everything by negative 1. So here you get 6 minus X over 2y. Hey, what am I doing? Why got a y there? 6 minus X over 2. Okay, teacher blur already. Okay, question C. Find x when fx equals to g bracket 2x minus 7. Okay, so go and find what is this g bracket 2x minus 7 first. So you just need to replace your 2x minus 7 into the x here. So here become 6 minus 2 times 2x minus 7. Okay, here we got our 4x plus 1. So we get here 6 minus 4x plus 14. Okay, rearrange the entire thing. I will shift all the x to the left-hand side. So 4x plus 4x equals to 6 plus 14, which is 20 minus 1. So 8x equals to 19. X is equals to 19 over 8. So 19 over 8 or 2.375. Okay, either one of these answer. Second last one, question D, find the value of HH2. Okay, I'm just going to write down what's HX first. HX from the above is 3 to the power of x minus 2. Okay, 3 to the power of x minus 2. So let's find what is HH2. We do this first. Okay, you don't have to do HHX first, then only you substitute it in. You can straight away just substitute H2 inside here first. It'll be easier this way. So first one, you'll get H3, 2 minus 2. H3 to the power of 0, which is H1. Okay, H1. Then we repeat the same thing again. What is H1? 3 to the power of 1 minus 2, which is equals to 3 to the power of negative 1. Okay, right here, 3 to the power of negative 1 or 1 over 3. Okay, last one. This one is a very common question that they like to ask. Find x when h inverse x equals to 10. Okay, so you'll see here, right? If they give you an inverse and then they give you a value over here, normally you don't have to go and find what is the inverse of this, because to find the inverse of this, you all actually haven't learned yet also for math students, right? Okay, so what I want you all to do, you have to know that when you inverse and inverse, that means when you reverse the process again, you'll get back to the function. Okay, so you can write this down now. When you inverse and inverse, let's say f inverse x, okay, you will get back fx. Got it? So inverse and inverse means you reverse the entire process again. So how to do this here, you're going to inverse this, bring it over here. So you can find x is equals to h10. This is how you do it. You don't have to go and find what is h inverse x. Okay, then you just substitute 3 to the power of 10 minus 2, which is 3 to the power of 8, which is equals to 6561. Okay, all right, this is it. The final answer, final question. If you all are good, can you all just type 9 in the chat? Okay, all right. So I want you all to mark this. Okay, I will end the recording here first, then I'll send you all the official answer, and then you all can mark it. Okay, so this is the end of paper 4-1, May-June 2024.